My word. My word. The week from hell for Tottenham Hotspur. Out of the Carabao Cup against Liverpool with a limp display. And now out of the FA Cup against Aston Villa with yet another pathetic performance. What a joke. I am literally in my rant era. I am absolutely done with this football club. It's an absolute disgrace. There's no defence. There's no positives. There's nothing you can say that or take from that game where you go, yeah, fair play. That was good. That was good. Even the consolation goal for Mathys Tel, you go, oh, it's good he scored, but in the grand scheme of things, who cares? Who cares? Honestly, I don't even know where to go from here. It's terrible. It's terrible, and I'm afraid to say that might be, and I feel like I've said this so many times, that might be the last game Ange Postecoglou manages for this football club. It's absolutely untenable at this stage. But if you are new to the Tottenham Spurs YouTube channel, then get down below in the comment section. Are you Ange in, you Ange out? What did you make of that display? I want to know all your thoughts down below, and I'll reply to all your comments as soon as this goes live. And also leave your likes. It really helps out the channel. Spread this video around the algorithm and all that sort of good stuff. And also subscribe and hit the notification bell because it lets you know when I go live in moments such as this. But where do I even begin? I'm not even going to get the stats up because it was that shocking. But I can't even be bothered to see what they were. It's just an absolute disgrace. And it's summed up by the fact that we went 1-0 down with a minute on the clock. And it was the most pathetic defending I've seen. Well, I'd say the most pathetic defending until the second goal went in, but we'll get onto that in a moment. But yeah, absolutely carved open straight away. Poro not tracking his man, leaving a massive gap in the first minute of a game. And then Kinský, feel sorry for the lad, but got to be doing better. I know he's 21 years old, I know he's young, but you've got to be saving that at this level. It's not good enough. And then, as I say, that first half, shocking. In the midfield were, honestly, crap. Absolute rubbish. Bentancur, Bergvall, and Kulusevski. Just, there was no midfield. We might as well have just played 4-0-3. There was no, the transition, the counter-attack from Villa. Every time they were carving us open like it was a Toby Carvey dinner. It was disgusting. It was terrible. And it just put so much pressure on that defence, on that goalkeeper, and the attackers could not do a jot. That's the thing with this football at the moment. It was when we were losing and not getting results, at least it was a good spectacle. At least we looked like we were in games. We're not in games anymore. We are not. We have lost that edge, that attacking edge. It's not Ange ball. It's just nothing anymore. You might as well be watching a Conte Tottenham or a Mourinho Tottenham. It's that awful in defence, in transition, in attack. Just absolutely pathetic. And that second goal, it's like 2v5. He skips Basuma when he came on as well, after having a shocking display, him and Bentancur against Liverpool. Comes on for Mikey Moore at half-time. And again, absolutely bullied off the ball. Danced around all the players. Poro with the most pathetic clearance you've ever seen. And tucks it home. And as I say, Mathys Tel gets a consolation goal. But Villa were the worthy winners. They deserved it. And it's just been, as I say, the week from hell for Tottenham Hotspur. But it was always going to be like this. Ange Postecoglou dug his own grave when he said that comment of how he always wins stuff in his second season. Well, you're out of 2 cups out of 4. We're not going to win the Premier League. We might, we're just about staying up at this rate. And all that's left is the Europa League, which he's not going to win, is he? Let's be serious. Even if you had Mickey van der Ven back, Romero back, Solanke back, we look absolutely rubbish. We're tired and shattered and knackered and injuries galore, and there's just no idea anymore. The passing is horrendous. The attacking output is minimal now. We didn't get a shot on target against Liverpool in the whole game. But today it wasn't any better. I mean, if you go through the positions, Kevin Danzo looks fine, but has been chucked in the deep end. Archie Gray, I've got nothing bad to say about him because he is, been played in centre-back all season. Pedro Porro, what is going on with that guy? What is going on? His defending is absolutely shocking. It's criminal. Jed Spence, fine, but what are you going to do about him? As I say, I'm not going to talk about the midfield because they've been bad. But Mikey Moore, not the best of games, but he's young. Mathys Tel was fine, but he's new. And Son, what is going on with our Korean superstar? Just summed up by the miss, which was just either side. I mean, it's an amazing ball from Mikey Moore, but it just got... The son of old would have scored that. And there was one in the second half where I think Porro puts a really good low-driven cross in, and the old son would just smack it in. And he's done that against Villa before as well. But he takes a touch and then passes off to Basuma, who's got 4 in front of him. And it's just, yeah. And this is also an Aston Villa side, who, they're good, so no discredit to Aston Villa, but have injury problems as well. They've just sold John Duran. Ollie Watkins is out injured. They had a makeshift defence. No Andre Onana, I don't think either. So I'm bored of excuses now for Tottenham. Because when does it stop? And we all know, and I've done many videos on it, that I think Daniel Levy is ultimately to blame. You could bring in anyone into this club, Jurgen Klopp, Pep Guardiola, and they'd still probably have the same issues as Ange Postecoglou. But this manager, what is he saying pre-game? What is he saying at half-time? And lots of people in the conversation, and people will know who subscribe to this channel, I have been a fan of Postecoglou. But at the moment, how can you defend him? He's defending the indefensible. He has been shocking. He has been poor tactically. The setups in the games, in cup games, have been embarrassing. You know, we were lucky to beat Tamworth, you got to remember, in the previous round. So you had that as well. And in the Carabao Cup, we rode our luck many times. Coventry should have beaten us in that first round. So I don't know what happens next. I mean, the club have backed him after losses to Crystal Palace, Ipswich, Leicester, Everton, Liverpool in the Cup. What now after this? I mean, logically, they probably will. They could sack him, but I mean, we've got Manchester United next in the Premier League, which, won't be easy. I mean, it's at home. Doesn't really matter at the moment whether we play home and away. We lost to Leicester at home, Ipswich at home. So yeah, it's a dire place at the moment, Tottenham Hotspur, and there's no answers at the moment. It's just literally just a pathetic watch, and you are setting yourself up to know that this will happen. That it's just going to be a poor performance. Even against Brentford, I know we won, but it weren't good. It's not been a good watch. It's not been, entertaining football. It's just been errors and poor passing and no fight, no grit, no determination. And people said that after the Liverpool game, and most of my replies to people were, we lacked fight. And again today, pulling out of tackles, mistiming pressing moments. It's not been good enough. It's been absolutely embarrassing from start to finish. And I don't know what happens next. Do we sack him? Is that the right thing to do? Do we give him to the summer? Who would come to Spurs at the moment as well? It's an absolute basket case of a club. It's cursed. It's a poison chalice. Why would you want to work under Daniel Levy? Why would any of the managers that we're being linked to want to come and leave their clubs who are actually in good places, steady, spending good money? It just does not bode well. As you can tell, I've definitely had enough of this circus and embarrassment that I watch week in, week out. I've watched every Tottenham game this season. I've watched, from Ferencváros to AZ Alkmaar to Palace to Ipswich. And it's just gone so downhill. It went and then just straight down into the absolute doldrums. But yeah, and that's my verdict on it. So let me know what you think in the comments down below if you agree, because I'm absolutely done with it. Leave your likes, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and until next time, ciao.